From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Buried by multiple.
I was starting a party. I didn't even do anything. That's so crazy. This guy sucks.
Absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to change the look here. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Johnson on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay, ready?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Moon. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before.
Bro, this guy needs to quit.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific.
This guy really needs to quit, like right now.
Now a 1st down throw, Moon. That is going to be caught by Sherman for a Denver touchdown.
This guy needs to quit.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half
Of course.
lead.
I hate kicking field goals.
No good.
I just put like 100 on this guy.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Oh my gosh.
He's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people,
Maybe
the excitement
blitzing
of
every
a kickoff
play,
return
too.
is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's
Pinching
being able
line
to
and
stop them
everything.
deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside
That is
the
so booty.
15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Moon.
Oh my god.
It's caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Like, I just don't know why he doesn't quit,
From
bro.
13 yards out. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
It's like, if I'm down 41-0, bro, there's no way I'm staying in the game.
From a
There's
couple
no way.
yards deep, he'll bring it out of the
Kill
end
him.
zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more
Oh my
momentum.
gosh. What is he doing, dog? Like, honestly, what is
It's
he
the
doing?
Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he'll
That
return
is
to the
so... Can he
24-yard
quit?
line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3
That's my last game
interceptions,
for the
and
night.
now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
What the
And I
fuck?
think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the
What
attitude
the
that has to be.
fuck, bro?
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone, touchdown Broncos. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so
This guy
far.
is so booty.
And the Broncos have got it on cruise control. Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal
Give me
line.
his stick fumble with the kicker.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
Thank you. Fucking finally. Oh my goodness. Imagine he doesn't leave. Oh my god, he doesn't leave. Fuck, I really thought. Oh my goodness gracious. Bro, leave the game, bro. Please just give it up. Just leave the game, bro.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as
Just
they
leave
come
the
up here
game, bro.
1st and 10. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid
Just leave the
notices it
game, bro,
and takes a
please.
timeout. As he'll get a chance to
Like,
talk
this
it
is
over
ridiculous,
after picking
Maya.
up the
Like,
first down.
Maya, how is this guy losing 40-0 and he's still playing?
They begin with Henry.
Oh,
He is taken
God.
down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on in that first one.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt
Just
also
don't
by
understand
the
why
defense.
Sale's up there and Cam Chancellor's in Sale's position. Just don't understand why.
To throw, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Alert, alert, alert. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming and down he goes. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Here we
He
go.
continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
If this motherfucker calls a fucking timeout, I'm gonna kill him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it.
Began at the 13. First down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you.
No, the game glitch. The game glitch. It won't let me pick one. Oh my goodness gracious. I hate this game. I hate this game. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought I was really going to get an L for that.
Quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
How's that not
Not a
his stick?
good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll buy some time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. 2nd and 14. And the play clock about to expire, and he notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen off the play fake. Sliding up under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lavonte David in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Johnson to return it. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Send them deep.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Moon. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Broncos just continue to roll. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Go, go, go! For the box!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Down the left side, it's a foot race, and he will score.
That's funny.
Touchdown.
I was in zone, too.
It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards, and the Broncos extend their lead yet again. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's
Yeah, this is my last game, bro. This guy is so crazy how he's still playing.
For a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
I hate this
Now
kid,
with
bro.
play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
The one, boys. Here we go. Focus, boys. Focus. Where's your fellas? It's about time, fellas.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. The toss right to Henry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Levante David picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking on the midfield logo. There he goes. Right
Another
side.
one. Oh!
Toe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, wow.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to
5 touchdowns this one.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this.
Put up 34 in the second.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
Oh.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now 2nd and 3. Now Allen.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fight hard. Buttercup. Release. This cannot be happening.
The offense on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Imagine this game gives me like 0 to none XP, bro. I'll be so over it.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. On third down, Henry. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you could lose this bad and still stay in the game. I could never.
Right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian McCaffrey, 45 yards. And the Broncos continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't.
Man.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Broncos
Now it's 83-0, Maya. I'm pretty sure if this guy keeps it up, I'm gonna fucking drop 100. Oh my god, no way.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 83, Chiefs nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Bruh, that's the sad part is that he is playing. Like, he really is playing right now. And it's just so bad that he's not leaving.
Back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they
don't
got,
get
though.
it.
They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Allen on third.
Oh my God, he's so ass.
Bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Wow.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner,
I just don't get what this guy's doing, bro. He's literally playing like a computer. Literally playing like a computer.
Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. He gets away from one. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out of the gun, it's Moon.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Bro, they put up 91 points on this idiot.
Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Allen.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Allen going to change this at the
I
line.
hate this kid.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Here's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Allen, gotta have this one.
Oh, man.
Goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That that kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
99 is 0, bro.
Not a good return here at all.
99 to
Forced
fucking
start
0.
at the 12-yard
My,
line.
I don't know if you'll ever witness another Madden game like this. Because this is fucking ridiculous.
That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field
I hope
to
the
cover.
Broncos do
They
this to the
want to try
Chiefs
to
in
put
real
points
life.
on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a
Oh my
coach
God,
for
he
a
almost
final
picked that
drive
off.
in a lopsided game like
Might as well go for 100.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Definitely will.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to us. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
One final try here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
Oh my God, bro. What the fuck?
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Allen will try again on second down. And now here's another interception. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end
Wow.
zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk
Holy
reward is
shit,
really
finally
off the
that's
charts.
over. 114-0, bro.
Run your offense out there, put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2.
The Broncos better do that
But
to
I'll be
Chiefs in real
darned,
life.
they ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side a
Oh,
really
good
nice
night.
win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing